Howdy doody everybody, I am back with another video for you guys today, and I'm here with Paradise to talk
I'm back, everybody.
about the long-awaited Rajang build. It was a couple of days ago that I teased that I would have a Rajang build for you guys, and anytime that we do those PvP videos, I want to make sure that there is a build video out for you guys to go through and look through what they exactly are. Obviously, we talk through these videos just to give you guys context. If we just wanted to throw up a build, then we could just post a picture on Twitter. But this way, we explain all of the skills for you guys. You know exactly what they do, and if you should swap them out based on your own preferences. If you do like the video, then definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel so that we can grow this lovely community that is lovely at the moment. Here's the build if you want to see it. We usually have this at the beginning of the videos anyway in the background, but I thought I'd point that out just in case people were slightly confused and didn't know that the build was there. So, cool.
Before you go any further,
Yeah.
I want to say, you've been using this Rajang against me in PvP quite a lot. And I hate this Rajang guy. There's sometimes he'll just one-shot me at full health. Sometimes he will just he'll come out with a paralyze and like knock off half my health. Other times, I'm afraid of this Rajang is what I'm saying. When you bring out Rajang, I have to switch what I'm doing. I have to be like, okay, he's gonna one-shot me. I need to now play around this. So yeah, this Rajang build is quite nasty to go against.
So in the first slot, let's go over all the moves first, actually. So we've got Bug Shot, we've got Thunder XL Boost, we've got Thunder Strike, we've got Heroics, we've got Last Stand, we've got Panacea, we've got Charge, and then we've got Paralyze and Dancer. But the justification for each one is the real spice here, right? So
I'll tell you why, because I'll look at this build and you're like, you've got 2 Thunder Bingos?
It just looks dumb, mad? It just looks stupid.
I don't even need to fact check it. I've played against this and I know he chonks. So I know that there's synergy in this build. I can already see like one thing that I know is the cause of my demise sometimes as well.
So yeah, this has been battle tested against like randoms online as well, and against Paradise yesterday. I did clump. Sorry if it was you that I was playing against or someone that actually clumped me, but like yeah, you will know that my Rajang does hit hard once it gets going. So the first up is our power option, which is our Thunderbug Blitz. This is the Zenogre's like heavy thunder move, which I'm kind of not too sure about, but I just like to have that heavy thunder option there just in case I'm in a matchup as well. And the thing about Rajang, you kind of just want him out for multiple moves anyway because of the way that he essentially functions. He isn't someone that just crits off right off the bat like Kirin or Zenogre. He is more of a slow powerhouse of a monster, so you kind of want him just out and doing his part and just hitting things as well. Just his normal attack will destroy things, but Thunderbug Blitz is one of those interesting ones that has an interesting animation for Zenogre compared to for the other way around, for Rajang compared to Zenogre, right? Yeah.
It looks so cool on Thunderlord. When Rajang does it, it's just one big clomp and you just take a massive amount of damage.
Yeah.
It's a solid move though. This is a really good power attack option, you know, in the Thunder genes. And I find that it does paralyze quite often as well. It says medium chance, but I feel like it's actually high because it does happen a lot.
Yeah, so obviously this has been stacked up, and most of the skills are going to be stacked up unless they're super hard to farm, which there is a skill that is super hard to farm. But that's Thunderbug Blitz. It kind of explains itself. And then we have the gene. If you guys have seen my egg opening, you do not know how hard it was for me to get this stacked like twice. This took me like 24 hours of playtime probably just to get this. And I was farming Lagiacruses and I was farming Astaloses. So don't tell me those are where they come from because I didn't get anything.
That's where I got mine.
No.
Yeah, so, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Elemental attack boost, you should always have this on your monster, you know, for whatever element they are. It is a good buff, so. And you noticed the difference when you managed to finally plus it as well.
Yeah, so once I plus it, this was causing Rajang to essentially like just one-shot people as well. And that's the whole thing about this build. Like, he will just one-shot you most of the time, like regardless of what you're doing, especially if he's got his buff on, which we'll talk about later. Yeah, you're just basically KO'd if it's a normal attack, if it's a special attack. Yeah, you're just out just out there. You're just gonna get like actually punched to death basically by Rajang. Then we have his like AoE attack, which I do not actually have plussed up, but Paradise has shown me on his Zenoga that once you do plus this up, that it will have enough power to just basically nearly one-shot enemies as well. So we're going to have a load of options that one-shot like people just in general here, and having Thundercrack on monsters, and just even if you don't kill them, it's just annoying enough that it will put them out of sync for a while and put them on the back foot so that they can't essentially attack you. Their rider's got a heal, or the monster that you're fighting against is inflicted with paralysis, or just it's done a lot of damage. So I definitely really like Thundercrack as a move as well. That's why I've kept it on here.
100%. It's probably like one of the best Thunder AoE moves, and I can tell you straight up in PvP, like when I see that when the turns, when we've all locked in everything and I see Rajang is coming with Thundercrack, you know you're in for some pain.
Yeah, 100%. And then we've got one of my favorite buffs in the game. This is what
I'm surprised
love.
to see this here, but it all makes sense now.
So yeah, one of the other themes with my like Rajang is like the top half of his health, if he's been attacked at all, it's like either 100% he's doing mad damage, or under 50% he's doing mad damage. But if you're in that like in between zone, he's doing okay damage, but most of the time he's doing like crazy damage. And if you haven't put heroics on your monsters, then definitely give it a try, because I don't know if it's been buffed since Stories 1, because I don't really hear anybody really talking about it almost. And maybe they are talking about it, I'm just not in those circles, but heroics is the spice, and you guys can let me know how it functioned in Stories 1 compared to Stories 2, but I really like heroics on my monsters, and it really just pushes them over the edge to destroy stuff as well. I'm feeling to make
it makes a noticeable difference to his attack. Like when you're below 50%, and then in my brain I'm like, I've got him now, and then you come out with a one shot on me, that's when it gets scary. So
yeah,
that heroics is definitely like paying off, I think.
Then we have our last stand gene as well. So if you're not going to kill them with your heroics, then you're definitely going to kill them with this as well. So
that is the nastiest combo ever. Like, this Vengeful Thunder already hits so hard when you're low on health, and to pair that with heroics, like, that is a guaranteed one shot. So that is nuts.
And it's kind of that mix-up as well, right? Because people kind of expect that you have Vengeful Thunder and you're going to pop that because you're at low health. But with heroics on there, you can just get a normal attack off or another attack, and it will still KO the person regardless of if they're using this. It's just Vengeful Thunder. If you're going against a really tanky monster, this will destroy them like 3 times over. This is basically your overkill skill here to kind of really execute, and it's quite cheap to pop off as well. And it has that paralysis chance on there. So it's a number of different things and utilities there, but obviously if you're one-shotting monsters, the paralysis doesn't even really matter, because they're going to come back alive, and that is going to be wiped off. Then I think this is an essential one for PvP. Someone can tell me differently if they found a different option for negating ailments, but having this skill on, which is your Panacea, it is crucial. There's so many knives, like throwing knives being like thrown out there. There's so many arachnophobia moves being thrown out there. So
I like to think that's a name for that.
Yeah, Paradise definitely put that on his Nerg video, and I feel like people just ran with it basically. And yeah, it's a lot of status spam out there, so definitely try putting this on there. It's very hard to farm out in the EXL form. If anybody's got a really good source of farming it out, then let me know in the comment section so that I can go there. But for now, we've only got it for 1, but it still pops off when I need it to. Like, I don't feel Paradise is getting like paralysis on me. Maybe you're blind that you get on me, but
well, that's the insane thing about this skill, right? No, it stops everything. It stops paralyze, it stops poison, burn, sleep, blind, like everything. Defense down, maybe even stun as well, it can stop. One really cool synergy is that Calamity Slash puts defense down on you. If Panacea pops, you don't get defense down, you just get the health regen. So Panacea has like so much synergy. It's such a cool move. I definitely think it's a needed one for PvP builds. So it is just the worst to farm.
Do you think that works with like the knockdown ones and the recoil ones then? Like the ones where it's like, oh, you will be knocked down, but it does massive damage.
I think it needs testing. Like, I can't say for sure because I've not tested it, but if knockdown counts as a status, which I think it does, then I would assume that this can have a chance to negate it, which is huge if it can.
Yeah. Then we've got the real spice here, which is Amplify Power. We did some testing. We did the other auras, like, which is the Thunder aura, I think, from Lagiacrus, which gives you paralysis. And we did it without actually having this on Rajang, but this is what really takes him over the edge and really makes him just one-shot at full health anybody or anything. If you have this on, it's quite easy to do as well, so you can just literally just pop in to a match and throw this on instantly because it's only 10 power. Maybe pet your monster, or if you're going in PvP or PvE. PvE specifically, this thing just does like crazy damage as well. Like literally any lightning move will just kill someone out the wazoo. So it's an epic move to have on your Rajang, and Paradise definitely convinced me to put this back on him.
I love this move. I'll give you guys a little tease. I have a Bloodbath build that will probably be going out tomorrow, and this move, I learned from that this move is so good.
Yeah.
And you're making a Rajang that is all about one-shotting or doing huge damage, and this is the move to help with that. So I'm glad you put it back on, and I think you've seen it pay off with those one-shots.
Yeah, there is, I think, a better option out there, which is a Merciless Roar or something like that. There's an option out there which is like greatly increases elemental attacks for all users for X amount of turns, and I need to try that out in here in place of this.
Might be a Stragios one.
Yeah, but this is definitely a good contender for it, and it comes on Rajang anyway. So if you've got Rajang, you don't need to swap out a spot. You can just put it there, and it'll work.
I think the other Roar costs like 20 or 30 as well. So that one being 10 is a big bonus to it.
Definitely. Then we have Thunderstrike, which I think Paradise was presently surprised at how much damage this did.
This move isn't fair. Like there's no way that this move, which is just heavy damage, low inflict chance, is doing as much damage as it does. There must be something going on behind the scenes, because this move one-shots me. Like, you just do this move and you've just killed my rider, like in PvP. Full health.
It's nasty.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have Heroics active at the time as well. You may have had Amplify, but the fact that this can one-shot even just with Amplify is insane. Because it's not a massive damage attack. It's just a heavy damage. So this one is definitely an interesting one to keep your eye on.
Definitely. Then we have Dancer, which I don't think people are putting enough respect on it, and I think this is what makes the build really work and synergize. Rajang is super slow, by the way, so his moves will always come out the majority of time or after the enemy's moves have actioned. But with Dancer, that 1+ to speed, I don't know if it's been increased since the other game, but that 1+ to speed means that essentially he can get in there and perform his moves before things happen. Plus we get that attack and defense bonus off on him as well, so we're getting an increased attack at full HP, and we're getting that defense, and we're getting speed. I feel like a load of people are sleeping on this. It's been theorized that it's around a 20% increase to your buffs, but until that's been confirmed, we won't dial down that or drill down on that number, but that's what we're putting out there as maybe the number that you get, because that's the magic number for a lot of these buffs in the game.
I think this is a great move for Rajang, like you say. It's counteracting his low speed while simultaneously buffing his attack and defense.
Which is exactly what
going with Heroics, like you mentioned earlier. So full HP, you're a threat. Below half HP, you are a threat. Like, it's just a horrible place to be when playing against.
Yeah, and you're probably going to get hit in PvP anyway, so you're going to be below health. And the way that things are hitting now with a lot of like high crit moves, or just moves that do a lot of damage, or people buffed into a specific element, you're going to be like at different health pools anyway, especially when you're healing up as well. Sometimes it's just like you're just constantly stuck in a healing loop, and if Rajang could get off just one attack out there and just a normal attack, he will definitely like demolish the enemy. So definitely try this build out if you haven't already. Definitely, you might look at it and just be like, what is this whole build? Why is it like not got bingoed up? But definitely try it out. I'll put some like little clips in the background so you guys can see it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video though, and hopefully a lot of you are going to build Rajang. You guys have been asking for this one, which is the insane thing. I don't think Rajang is the greatest thunder monster. I'd rather go after a high crit monster like Kirin, but Rajang's cool, so I kind of just want him in my team anyway. Always had the idea to kind of build a Rajang, so I know a bunch of you guys will want to build this as well. What do you think, Paradise?
Like, Rajang's that, like, look at him. He's got, like, Attack on Titan eyes. Like, he puts fear into your soul. He's a classic, like, beloved Monster Hunter monster. It would be a shame for no one to use him, so I think this is a cool build. And I think that this is also a really interesting build because it's shining a light on the fact that you don't need to go full bingo times 6 times 8. You know, you can deviate from that as long as you are putting the synergy in there. And I think that the theme of your build is really cool. This is like the one-shot Rajang build, you know? And,
exactly.
I know it works because you've one-shot me. You've one-shotted me more times than I would like. And and for that reason, I think it's great.
Yeah, if you're going against anybody that isn't Paradise, you're probably going to one-shot every single monster that they have. Like, I went on to PvE yesterday, and it was just destruction everywhere with this guy. It was just, like, demolishing everything. So definitely try this out if you haven't. And if you've got any improvements, then let me know in the comment section down below. Be nice about it, obviously. Don't be like, oh, my build is better. Why are you stupidly putting this on, or whatever. Just inform and help out people in the community so that we can grow and have a nice community and not make this place super toxic.
You know what's cool as well?
Yeah.
That the fact that he is a like powerful thunder attacker. You got Nogagante, you got Silverwind Nagakuga, and other ones that are weak to thunder that are very popular and good monsters. So Rajang is almost like a counter to those, and that is something not to sleep on.
I think that's the biggest issue from even yesterday when I was playing. I was playing against a lot of Silverwind Nagakugas because people are using a lot of those moves. And yeah, all I'm saying is I feel sorry for those Nagakugas out there because they just got destroyed. Anyway, guys, we're going to lead you on to the next video, which is probably going to be Paradise's video, right? What video are you putting out?
So we're going to have a build video for Thunder Lord Zinogre, who is my favorite thunder monster like in the game, and the whole premise of my build is criticals and synergizing with that. So we've tested it out and it has been very powerful in PvP as well. I'm very happy with it. So if you like Thunder Lord Zinogre, you know where to find a build.
Yeah, and definitely if you've made it to the end of the video, you guys are the craziest ones out there. Thank you for all your support. So definitely say what can we say for the...
They're going to say, this is the best Rajang build on YouTube, alright? If you made it to the end, put that in the comments. We'll know that you made it to the end, and you're a real one. And everyone that comes in will get tricked. They'll be like, wait, this is the best? Everyone in the comments is saying it's the best.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the support. And if you do put that down in the comment section, you guys are the real ones. Every comment that you guys put down is amazing. As well, even if you're asking questions and doing whatever, you guys have just been so supportive the whole time and just been a positive experience for a whole... I feel like the Monster Hunter Stories 2 community is just a nice place to be and a positive one as well, as we've just been experiencing it. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe so you don't miss another video.